Yo, what's up, guys? Had a very interesting week 7. Another week that we needed for sure, being the main teams losing, some losing. Had a very interesting matchup that I called completely wrong. So glad no one called me out on that this week. But let's get into the poll question. Almost said next week. What do you think you are right now? Considering your standard yourself team wise in the league, think you're a contender, you in the middle, or you just suck? But I put not very good because it sounds better. I think I'm in the middle. Really don't know, just because I'm not completely healthy, and I think I'm on a streak of 3 right now, winning actually. So that's something to build off of, and some of the wins are pretty good. Beating Victor last week was fantastic. Really couldn't believe it. But let's get into week 7. Week 8 should be fun though. We got week 7 here. I took down Victor 7-4-1. Really wasn't all that impressive. I didn't have big numbers, but I got the win with a lot of people out. So that was really good on my behalf. Thought Victor would have got this one with ease. So hold on. But anyways, moving down here to Team Well playing Sean. Team Well had a really bad week. Didn't set his lineup on Sunday. Didn't really pay attention throughout the week. I know he was in it about midweek. Hold on. Be ready. But really don't know what happened to Brandon, though. But Sean got the big win, 8-3-1. So it helps Sean out a lot with me taking down Victor and the other matchups that definitely happened throughout the week. Help out Sean. Moving down, Cody with the big win, 10-2-0. Actually, this is something I actually want to look at. Gotta know if he checked it every day. Gotta know. Just have to know, guys. It's Jesus Christ, never leave me alone. All right, Lord, show me that bitch. Show it to me. I already know Sunday, so who knows? Who knows if he checked it all week? But big win, put up some good numbers too. So Cody's team might be for real. Still think he can make a trade. He's got some trade bait for sure. Moving on down to Santana with the big win over John. Predicted that one completely wrong. Santana, huge week, man. Real huge week. He's got a good team. He's been up there usually all year. Last week, really bad, 6th in power. We'll see what he was this week, though. John being first last week. Goes back down to big loss, man. It hurts him. Makes him go negative for the year so far in record-wise. I'll move down here to the matchup that I completely called wrong. Called it a skunk, man. And Austin told me to get real. They tied 6-6-0. Very fortunate for Heath that he got by with a tie, in all honesty. Austin should have got his first win, but that was huge for Austin to tie instead of lose. So let's move on to week 8. Man, guys, when's trivia question dropping? God dang, man. Moving to week 8, matchup of the week. Every time they play, you gotta make it to them. Victor and Heath, matchup of the week for sure. That's not going off power at all. I mean, they're close in power from last week, but this is the matchup of the house. Both of them want to beat each other each week, so it's got to be matchup of the week. It's going to be interesting. Heath's got 2 O's I'm looking at. Bunch of 3s. 4's a 2 and Chris Dunn. Who knows how long he holds on Chris Dunn. Westbrook only 3 games. Those Golden State players. That's what I'm most interested in. 3 games. I think it's going to be close. Do I think Victor bounces back after last week's loss? Sure. Yeah. Let's say he does. I think Victor gets the job done. This is tough because, I mean, both team have triple-double people. Westbrook usually can only get 3 this week. Harden should have got several last week. They just blew out people, but I'm going to go out. Nah, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say Victor does win 7-5-0. But I think the triple-double stat's very close. Moving on to Cody playing Team Well. Cody's been playing really good lately. It's hard to pick against him. But Brandon's team's been good this year. I don't know. I don't know what's up. I don't think Cody gets the triple-double this year. Giannis has been playing fantastic. Called that one last week right. Nailed that one. No credit. But I think Cody gets the job done, wins 6-4-1. Or 7-4-1. Lord. Going to John playing Josh. Should be a good matchup, too, between some close guys here. It's hard to pick against John, even though he got blown out last week. We'll see about his day-to-days. I'm not going to click on him. I wonder when Jeremy Lin comes back. I think John gets it done. Go with another 7-4-1. The 7-4-1 week. Myself playing Santana. I think my winning streak comes to an end. I'm so close to 500 that I'm going to be really below 500. I got so many injuries that, it's hard to predict myself to win. So when I see myself win, it's very, very awesome. But I definitely think Santana wins. Do I want to go with a 7-4-1? Nah, I'm going to go 8-3-1 Santana. Pretty big. Could be worse than that. To the last matchup, obviously it's Sean playing Austin. Austin coming off a really impressive week last week. A-Wig only playing 2 games. Dirk still out. Just interested, waiting for Austin to play the Sean strategy, because he definitely can. I think Austin falls back down. I think last week was a fake week. Prove me wrong. I'm sure hope so, because it really could make the league very interesting if you could knock off Sean. But I think Sean gets the job done. 9-1. Continues to build up his lead. So moving on to standings. I'm actually going to talk about them this week. What we got? 4 teams. Yeah, 4 teams out of 10 with positive records. So 6 teams have losing records. That's fantastic. I've moved up to 5th overall. Wow, that's awesome. So I'm the 5th seed right now. Austin obviously in last. Then Josh right above him. Wow, man, Austin about to pass Josh in standings. Holy cow. That's something, because I've trashed Austin all year for being dead last in power, but really Josh is just a game and a half above him in real life standings. You got Santana, though, trying to pull away in the West. You're welcome for beating Victor last week, so you could take the West back over. Up by 3.5 on Vic now. Sean built a little more lead to it. Up by Heath by 5.5. And everyone else is double digits out. Same thing in the West. Everyone's double digits out. Besides who's in second. Hopefully it can get closer. I still think it's anyone's race. I think Cody could come back possibly in the East. If he can get with it. I still like John's team. Don't know how I feel about my own team. His team ain't bad. I think the East is wide open out of the West. I don't think Josh or... I don't know if I want to write off Brandon yet, because I think he's got a good team. Interesting to see in the next coming weeks what it becomes. But I think I'm going to write off Josh and Austin in the West. They can make moves and prove me wrong, but as of right now, how their team stands, I don't see it happening, them coming back. But could come on late, make a big playoff run, or make trades and just gradually get better. Like I mentioned in my text, though, trivia question time, making a Jeopardy theme style, so whenever you would like to call in, I'm accepting all answers up until my next video next week. Just like I said, you can wager up to $20, and if you answer correctly, you will get that money. If you answer incorrectly, you lose that money from your budget. Like I said, the first person that calls me doesn't mean the first person that gets it right. The first person that calls me can put $30 on it. I like giving the first person to call. Usually the first person that gets it right a little extra, but the first person that calls, I just like it because it's like they got with it real quick. And it's usually been quick. This week is you must get both answers correct. You don't get half of your value that you put down for getting one and not the other. This is you have to nail both. So, nah. But for real, though, no trivia question. Yeah, let's get into power rankings. Just messing with you guys. You guys are probably like, ooh, what am I going to do? Got Sean up at top at 1. It's great for Sean. He gets back up there. He's been up there pretty much all year long. Second was Santana. Like I said, he had a really good week. He was 6th last week in power, moved himself back up to 2nd. Myself made the top 3. I am 3rd. That's the highest I've ever been. And really, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th was all up for grabs just because of how close. But I'll explain my tiebreaker system here in a second. Fourth was Austin. Holy cow, this dude's been 10th all year long and moved up to 4th last week. Fifth was Cody. People were like, man, Austin and Heath tied, man. How you going to put Cody in between them? Hold on. Sixth was Heath. It's my tiebreaker system. I would have tied, I think, Austin and Heath. No, I think I would have beat Heath but tied Austin. Cody would have beat Heath and tied Austin. Pretty sure that's how it went. But I gave myself over Austin just because if it wasn't for the triple-double, I mean, he would have lost. And the only person you can really count on to get a triple-double each week is Heath. But with that being said, still put him down in the 6th hole. He didn't have a good week. He'll tell you that. Hold on. So I've got the top 6 down. 7th was Victor. It really wasn't a bad week for Victor. It was just not the best week. I don't know what the reason was. I mean, Conley wouldn't have made that big of a difference. 8th was John. Really disappointed in John going from 1st to 8th. He'll tell you that he didn't have a lot of players play. Didn't really look into it that hard, but I believe you if you tell me. 9th was Brandon. Disappointing for Brandon too, man. He's not been up there much lately of recent. He was 9th last week. And 10th was Josh. He's been down here pretty much all year long, and that's something like I said earlier, just dissing Austin all year long. It's disappointing to see Josh down here. I do believe he makes moves. He's a competitor. I expect it to be done. But yeah, that's trivia time. All right. The first part of the question, I'm looking for a player that averages 0 3-pointers, 5.6 rebounds, 2.4 assists, 0.8 steals, 0.5 blocks, and 4.3 points. Like I said, guys, there might be several people with these same stats, but I'm looking for one of them. And if you give me the wrong one, sorry, man. It's like I said, stats might be identical, but I want this guy. Like I said, this is why I said you can answer it all week long, because his numbers, the people's numbers I'm telling you, are going to change throughout the week. So if you don't get on it today, good luck trying to figure it out. I mean, maybe they don't play today and you can get it by tomorrow, but we'll see. The next person I'm looking for averages 2.5 threes, 3 rebounds, 4.7 assists, half a steal, 0.2 block, and 23.9 points. What's that, man? Y'all find them out. Y'all hit me up. Like I said, wager money's 0 to 20. First one to call, you can wager up to 30. It's whatever you want to do. You can wager $1. Doesn't really matter. But don't think I have anything else to say. Good luck to everyone here in Week 8. Almost there, guys. Right? Almost. What are we? Are we halfway yet? No, not yet. Next week will be halfway. So, good luck to everyone. Shake some things up. Haven't seen a trade in a little bit. So, we'll see what happens. And good luck to everyone.